Good morning. Are you Edward Godfrey III?
No.
And Mr. Godfrey was previously here in cause number 26 DCCR 0383. Entered a plea of guilty to assault family violence by impeding breath or circulation. I've received the pre-sentence report. Have you both had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections?
None more, Judge. Not from the state.
All right, sir. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 6 years. You're ordered to pay the $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. This is such an excellent opportunity for you. You're very young. You do not want a felony conviction on your record. It'll change your life in a very negative way, in lots of ways. You can't go to, obviously, certain jobs, schools, apartments, it just all kinds of things. And so part of your probation is going to be that you get your GED or finish school, one or the other. So if you're not going to go back to school, then you have to start that GED process within 30 days of today. That's not just for me, that's for you. That'll make it also everything in your life easier, getting better jobs and things like that. It's very important. It should be important to you. So I want you to get that done. You're going to go through some classes. You're going to do everything you're supposed to. Then at the end of your probation period, if you're successful, the case is actually dismissed. You never have a felony conviction. The other side of that, though, is if you do violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court, found guilty, so you would be a convicted felon, and you can go to prison for up to 10 years. Do you understand?
Good.
You understand? And also, it is a condition of your probation that you have absolutely no contact, communication in any way with Ramsey Howard. Do you understand? Okay. All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you waived your right to appeal. All right, good luck to you. You can go back with the bailiff.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Mr. Parker. Range.
Do I have
He signed on your spot on one of the things I'm fixing.
both cases or just one?
Just one.
He's putting on both cases. He signed.
He just signed one spot.
Oh, because I don't see any here yet.
Yes.
Okay.
This.
All right, sir, are you Marvin Lee Watts
Junior.
Jr.? And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment in each case? Mr. Watson, cause number 25, DCCR 1918. You're charged with the first-degree felony offense of aggravated robbery from October 2nd of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? And then in cause number 26, DCCR 0946, you're also charged with a first-degree felony offense of aggravated robbery. This is from September 12th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Again, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they charged you with. In each of those cases, I have here on the tablets documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreements that you've made with the district attorney's office, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached in each of your cases is for a cap of 17 years in prison, which means you're leaving your punishment up to me. I can give you 17 years. I can give you less. It'll all depend on the information that's brought to me at a sentencing hearing. You have every right to have a jury come in and decide two things. First, to decide if you're guilty or not. And then if they find you guilty, you can leave your punishment up to that jury. If we go forward this way, you're waiving that. And is that what you want to do? So you have, what you've agreed to is a cap of 17 years, which means a cap, all that means is that you're leaving your punishment up to me. And you could, if you wanted, have a jury decide instead of me. But if we go forward this way with the papers that you've signed that says that you're waiving a jury and that you want me to sentence you within that range of punishment, which would be between 5 years up to 17 years, there's the possibility of probation. It will all, again, depend on what information I get when we come back for sentencing. And is that what you want to do? Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number one in each case.
Objection.
It's admitted in each case. Is there any evidence that Mr. Watts is not competent?
Negative.
All right, sir. In each of your cases, I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of those pleas. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your cases for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your cases for when we come back for sentencing. Anything that you think is important for me to know, make sure you get that information to Mr. Parker. He'll present it to me on your behalf.
Yes.
Right. You can go back with the
Thank
baby.
you. Thanks for getting me in.
Yes, sir.
Romania. What's his name, Judge?
Cyprian Avedonite. You didn't want to relay that? Good morning. Welcome. That's the, I just realized now that I'm reading them, I'm noticing that they're backwards. Did you?
What's that for?
No, they changed it. She's getting it changed back. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
And are you Cyprian? Is it Avedonite? Yes, that's enough. All right. And Mr. Avedonite, I can't say it, is charged with unlawful interception or use of a wire or oral electronic communication. And Mr. Macon, what is the announcement?
Yeah, Nervous. I'm going to call him Cyprian. Just got back here from California. He was in custody out there. They brought him back. And Pam was just appointed on the case. And I really haven't got with her to discuss all the things. Plus, I have a Romanian interpreter interpreting quite a few papers that show my client was out of the country. But I would ask for a normal resetting.
Okay.
I've worked on all that.
All right. And Ms. French, any issues with
No,
the reset?
I've been given a thumb drive with information on it, and I'll be reviewing that as well. So I appreciate the reset.
All right. We'll just do a normal reset and then we'll see where we get the next court date. You can go back with the bailiff. Good morning. Are you DeJuan Banks? And Mr. Banks, in cause number 25 DCCR 0990, is charged with injury to a child, elderly, or disabled individual. What is the announcement?
Well, Judge Woon, last setting he was here, I think it was some issues where the state was trying to locate where that replacement for the child was, so we tried to move this case along. We have since found that information out recently. He is out of state. So I know now they're
Judge, if it makes sense to you, and Mr. Lewis has been nothing but helpful to me, and we have talked about different offers that one would expect would resolve the case if guilt was really on Mr. Batiste. What I'm trying to do is find
Banks.
Banks. Sorry, I was 30 seconds behind. Sorry about that. If that makes sense, what I'm saying without saying it out loud, the child is in the custody of family members, but under the care of foster care. So when I look from everything I have access to, it looks as if the child is in the care of foster care, which is where I have been going to try to locate him. people to speak with. But now the child is in foster care, but with the family. That makes sense. And I would know this information about before Mr. Lewis, which is now who I need to speak with. I know it says final. If we need to put it on the trial again, obviously that will be done well in advance of when that trial docket would be. That's
No, I guess
just
you're
an
saying you
issue.
now have, you know where.
Yes.
Okay.
Even though all the logistics say foster care, the child is still in foster care, but is with the grandparent.
I'm going to do one more reset to give you some time
Okay.
to get, visit with them, and then let's get an announcement at the next.
And they have been generous with that information. Otherwise, I wouldn't know where that child is, other than through the foster care system. And he's not a possessor.
Okay. All right. Thank you. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thanks for watching. For more shocking courtroom moments and real legal drama, subscribe to the channel now.